Yo, make sure y'all go to Apple Podcasts. No, this is not the same content that you get here on YouTube. And no, it's not the same content that you get on Patreon. No, it's not the same shit you get on Instagram. We about to get into the women that I post on my page in 2025. The culture don't culture without the women, first and foremost. For those of y'all that been in tune with my Instagram since it started or right after it took flight, y'all seen some of the reels. The first reel I post with all the women on my page that went 1 million views. And damn near 1 million people stole it too. I mean, to the point where they took my voice off, wrote over the words that I had, and then the first person that stole it and it went mini viral, people stole it from him. But anyway, back to the women. Shout out to all the women that got some heavy movement in the sneaker space. Shout out to the women that been having movement. Even if you don't have heavy movement in the sneaker place, I see what's going on. I pay attention to as many as y'all that I get in tune with. Yo, we can't sit here and act like the women don't play a major part in why we got fresh in school. Of course, we did it for ourselves and to feel good and just to look good, but the women played a major part. You wasn't bagging the baddest joint in school if your shit wasn't right. And then even if you wasn't trying to bag them, that's how you ended up being cool with them and then bagging one of their friends. But yo, let's get into some of these pictures. Shout out to Oli. That's Oli with the diamond turfs on kneeling down to the left. Yo, Oli's archive of pictures is absolutely insane. I think they took this picture after they left the Palladium one night. During the 90s, the Palladium was definitely a club in New York City that was lit. But come on now, look at the payphones. Two of them posing with phones in their hand. Look at the earrings, the door knockers. To the right of Oli, those are Air Trainer XL. I'm pretty sure that's the white with the purple and the neon green. I'm going to throw the picture up just so y'all can see. This sneaker definitely did big numbers outside during that summer. That's definitely 93 from the Diamond Turfs into the left. Those cream Guess boots definitely solidified a year. Those Guess boots came in cream, black, and I think one other color. I'm not 100% sure. But that cream pair and that black pair, platinum would be an understatement to say what them boots did out there. But you could definitely tell they was out having a good time. Look at everybody's dress code. Everybody dressed different. Yo, I'm not even lying about the amount of pictures that Oli got. Insane. Yo, and you see how they ate deep? This is how you would see girls on a regular going outside to clubs and to have fun back then. No filters, no extra shit on the makeup, none of that shit. All face cards valid. Now this picture right here definitely got some traction. Shout out to Money that sent me these pictures. He sent me other shit too. He's on my page a few times. Vancing on Iceberg, Coogee shit. He got great pictures from a great time. So you see them inside the skate key. Vanson's on deep. Yo, if you had a Vanson during that time, you was definitely saying something. Now it's normal to pay the prices for things that we pay for them. And even the resale numbers don't faze some people. But we talking about a time where people made way less and had way less going on. But somehow, some way, we found a way to get that fly shit. So the skate key, Bronx, legendary, infamous, 2 locations. I forgot which location this one was. But what I do know, skate key was always lit. We used to come from Jersey to the skate key, all of that. Just to bag the females like this. And to get them Vansons, man, 9 times out of 10, you was going downtown to Genesis to score your coat. That's the thing about back then, too. You wanted to make sure you was getting it from where you knew it was no ifs, ands, or buts about the authenticity of the shit that you bought. See Concord 11's front and center, they posing on the games. Yo, oh my gosh. Then look, I made sure that I flipped the picture and gave y'all the other version of the picture, which is another night they dancing down in those pink Air Max 95s. That's something that need to be outside right now. While they giving us the big bubbles, why would they not give us that sneaker bag in that color? Now let's keep it 100. Let's be honest. Going to a party in 1999 and your crew is dressed like this crew, all eyes on me. How could they not be on them? How could people not pay them any attention? If they was to go out right now with them coats on somewhere 4 deep, 5 deep, it's going to be the same type of attention. That's what I mean about shelf life. The shelf life on them jackets is definitely crazy. Still relevant. People still chase them. A bunch of collabs right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video on the collabs on the Vincent. It's not gonna be nice, but anyway, this is another one where y'all gonna get 2 pictures. Shout out to Melanie. Melanie made the page twice in 2025. Melanie's story is deep. She was young, hustling, selling crack, young, getting money, end up getting jammed up, doing the bid, turned her life around, got a lot of good shit going on right now. But it bugged me out when she sent me this picture and I seen that she had on the Air Force Mid from 1993. This is a sneaker y'all might have saw when Iverson got out of the detention center and he had on a Guess t-shirt. He had these on. This is also a sneaker that Penny Hardaway played in. This sneaker did numbers outside. It came in this color, and then it came in like gray and black, and then it came in like a higher version. The strap was 3-way. Y'all know y'all remember the Barclays that came with the 3-way strap like this. But this sneaker is actually called the Air Force. So sometime when you Google it, you don't even get this sneaker. It'll show you an actual Air Force One. But Pete Melanie chilling. She's every bit of 13, maybe 14 years old. Champion sweater on, baggy jeans, army hat, the snow camo. Yo, army shit was running wild during this era. And this is around the time that she started getting money. Yo, back then, I remember, see, this is my era, for real, for real. I was around the same age she was at this time. This was the dress code for girls. They wore baggy shit. They just had beautiful faces. The face card was everything, and then they would just have that shit on. Then, of course, they wore tight shit, but it wasn't always about wearing tight shit and showing your skin. Boom, the very next year, Air Ups. Another shoe that Penny wore. Yo, it's crazy when you think back and you look and you like, damn, like girls was easily able to pay $50, $60 for kicks like this back then. So just imagine if you were female selling crack in 1994 and your shit is popping. Sneakers every day if you want. Or even if you wasn't hustling and your boyfriend was hustling. Sneakers all the time if you want. Or if you was doing hair or working that moto photo or just simply getting allowance from your parents. Yo, like realistically, how hard was it for a girl to walk past a corner where niggas that's her age, that's infatuated with her, is on the corner trying to bag her and she could just be like, yo, let me get $20. Let me get $20. And then see her brother or cousins might be out there getting money. Yo, let me get $20. Let me get $20. $20 is nothing. That's not bothering nobody. And you know, some people want to show off. They might fuck around and give her 100. Something like that. Oh man, the golden era. This picture right here, shorty, I want to say her nephew sent me this picture. That's what's so fire about the page. You get people that wasn't even around for this generation, and they start digging in their photo albums and sending you pictures of their moms, their aunts, their cousins. But I'm almost sure her nephew sent me this picture. This picture was OD fire to me because it shows how it was in 1992. Colombia was having a run that was out of this world, putting those colors together, similar to how ACG does. Look at the purple with the turquoise looking color with the neon. Peep the door knockers. You're right. Peep the pose on the tree. You couldn't tell her. She definitely wasn't killing it. Got a beeper in her hand, and she has on those Hirachi trainers, white, purple with the green. 92, I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm speaking for my area, but I know it was the same in many other places because it's a lot of pictures of people with those sneakers on. Them shits definitely went platinum outside. In my area, kids went ballistic. That was like one of the top Easter sneakers for 1992. The Hirachis was definitely outside. You know how we do in the inner cities for Easter. If I'm not mistaken, this may have been around Easter time. One time for Jersey, Inglewood to be exact, Bergen County. Shout out to Fee. That's Fee sitting down with the white ears on with the polo sport bag. Now you know if you was in school the late 90s growing into the 2000s, what those polo sport bags did in school amongst the females. All white ears, definitely running wild. Let's talk about the Pradas. I still can't believe that they want $900 for a pair right now. I think the first pair of Pradas I got, I paid $2 and some change for. But hallway photos, that was a big thing. A lot of pictures that I got to see of me for the first time that I don't remember taking was always school photos. Things that people that was on the yearbook committee took, or just girls having cameras in the hallway, because us guys, we never had cameras. This is another one that shook the algorithm. Gloria Velez, 1998, Daytona Beach, Air Max 95s on. I added the graphic because I didn't want no issues with the algorithm. Even though she got clothes on, the skin was skinning. Gloria Velez definitely has an attachment to Jersey. Little issue happened with that tour bus. Well, a big issue happened with that tour bus years back with somebody that lived in the area. Yeah, they definitely grabbed some birds off a tour bus. But anyway, to see it with the 9.5s on, you had some people when I posted this in the comment like, what? 9.5s with a bathing suit? Like, that's corny. And it's like, yo, you just had to be there to understand what was going on. And when I post this, Gloria Velez definitely showed wild love to the page. Shout out to her. Now, this Queens representative, she definitely got some shit in the archive too, and is still fully active. The picture in the corner with all the kicks is just to show y'all how she was giving it up. That's not a picture from this year, but this one right here with the Coach belt and the gray and pink 9.5s on definitely made the page. Yes, the Coach belt for females deserves a documentary. The Coach belt and Air Max 95s, 5411s, all of that shit need to be in a female culture documentary. But she definitely sent me some good shit. Sneaker boxes stacked to the ceiling, pictures outside with good kicks on, Twin Towers, pre 9/11. Trying to tell y'all, man, the pictures live forever. Yo, I always love to see the train pictures just to see what was going on in the background, whether it's the stops, if it's graffiti, anything that was going on. But y'all already know how I feel about these Air Max 98 TL. I don't know why these didn't come back. I thought we would have seen them once Supreme did their version of them, but I don't know what they waiting for. This color right here definitely need to come back. One thing we know for sure when it come to Air Max, the females are active participants when it come to buying some Air Max. This is another picture that shook my algorithm. This was submitted by her brother. It's a few things that I loved about this picture. One, the rugby, the baggy jeans, the hairstyle, the earrings. Shit, everything about this picture I love. It looked like it was taken inside a moto photo. But let's talk about those AirTech Hirachis, aka Agassiz, worn by Andre Agassi. I posted a picture that went viral before, of Fat Joe wearing the same exact sneaker back in the day. The way she got her hands tucked in the rugby, her stance, yo, that is the girl stance of the 90s. All the girls stood like that. And not even just for pictures, outside in general, this was their stance. Now, for this sneaker to never be retroed, a lot of people went crazy when I post this. It shocked me. It bugged me out, actually, because I didn't even think that many people would pay attention to understand how fire these kicks were. You know, a lot of shit is based off of hype right now, and this is something that's not in the normal algorithm outside of certain collectors and things of that nature. But this picture definitely shook things up. Shout out to Mush. Mush got on the Grape 9.5s. I want to say that's the 2011, 2012 retro, somewhere around there. But that is definitely one of the first OG colors to come out after the neons. And we are getting those back with the OG effects, Big Bubble, in 2026. Yo, Mush is somebody that I met when she moved from Harlem to Jersey. Mush is the first person that took me to Transit, the sneaker store downtown, had my mind fucked up. We used to always talk sneakers and shit like that. Mush is one of the first people I seen, not only with a Montclair, but with Chrome Heart shit 10 plus years ago. Before all of that craze that people was, I'm talking about 2008 type shit, she had Chrome Heart on. Yo, Mush is the type of person that may not be able to tell you a sneaker name and shit like that, but she gonna tell you enough to let you know that she definitely ain't capping about certain shit. Her sister, on the other hand, her sister kept heat, still got heat. One thing about both of them, and they twins, they both kept both of their kids fresh. We gonna end part one with Moni Love. Moni Love got on that green suede Air Trainer Hirachi that has not seen the light of day since its first release. Never been retroed. Have we seen the green pair? Yes, but not these. I don't know what the fuck Nike is waiting for to re-release these. See, if I had any say-so up there, those will be coming out next month. If you remember the Deion Santa Claus commercial, these green suede ones was in a Christmas commercial for Nike. Why not play off of that on the marketing side of things and bring them out around Christmas time? These shits was fake like unicorns. I knew some people that had them, but it wasn't a lot of people or a lot of stores that carried these. But yo, stay tuned for part two. We gonna finish with the rest of the videos. A little more breakdown. Like I said, the culture does not culture without the women.